All right, let's dive in. Today we are talking all about the human side of the AI revolution. I mean, forget the code, forget the algorithms for a minute. We're going to explore the skills you actually need to thrive when you're partnering up with AI. Think of this as the grand tour of a major research report that maps out exactly what that future is going to look like.
So just to set the stage here, this is a 15-part brief overview of a comprehensive research report on developing and enhancing human skills for maximum AI-human partnerships and synergy by Virtualization Options LLC. And, as you might expect, these explainers only discuss a fraction of what is covered in the full report. So think of this as our roadmap. We're going to start by reframing AI from a simple tool to a genuine partner. Then we'll get into the nitty-gritty skills like AI fluency and critical thinking. We'll also cover those uniquely human advantages, things like emotional intelligence and adaptability, before we look at the playbook for organizations, covering continuous learning and leadership. So let's get into it.
And really, this gets right to the heart of it, doesn't it? The report makes it crystal clear. AI is already here. It's woven into our work lives. So the real question, the one we all need to be asking, isn't if we're going to work with it. It's how we make that partnership powerful, effective, and, ultimately more human.
Okay, so first things first, let's get the lay of the land. This is the big picture view, right from the report's opening chapters. It's all about framing this fundamental shift in how we need to think about artificial intelligence at work.
And let's be clear, the stakes here are, well, they're massive. We're talking about a projection that by 2030, AI-augmented human capabilities could generate up to $15.7 trillion in global economic value. That number isn't about AI replacing us, it's about the incredible value we can create when humans and AI work together.
So this is probably the single most important mental shift we have to make. The organizations that are winning right now, they're not treating AI like a fancy calculator, just a passive tool that waits for commands. No, they're treating it like a partner, an active collaborator that can boost our own thinking and creativity on the fly.
And this slide just lays it out perfectly. This isn't a competition. It's all about complementary strengths. We let AI do what it does best, chew through mountains of data, spot patterns we'd never see, and that frees us up to do what we do best, apply judgment, creativity, and real ethical reasoning.
Okay, so if it's a partnership, what do we need to bring to the table? This next bit is your essential toolkit. It outlines those core human skills we absolutely need to make this whole collaboration thing work.
First up, communication. But it's probably not the kind of communication you're used to. You can't just casually brief an AI like you would a colleague. It needs precision, it needs context, and you have to be willing to tweak and refine your approach. The report calls this AI fluency. It's about having a real productive dialogue with a machine, not just barking orders at it.
And this leads right into the next idea, which is so important. As AI starts spitting out more and more answers, our ability to ask the right questions becomes even more valuable. Our critical thinking is the human firewall. We have to be the ones to question the AI's assumptions, to double-check its work, and ultimately to decide if what it's telling us actually makes sense in the real world.
Of course, none of this works without trust. It's the glue holding it all together, and that means trusting the tech itself, which comes from transparency and reliability. But it also means building trust within the human team by being really clear about AI's role and who, at the end of the day, is accountable for what it produces.
So we got the practical skills down, but the report goes deeper into what really gives us that human edge. This part is all about handling the personal and ethical challenges that, let's face it, come with this kind of fast-paced change. As AI takes over more of the heavy analytical lifting, our emotional intelligence becomes a massive differentiator. The report really hammers this home. Rolling out AI is a human challenge. Acknowledging people's fears, creating psychological safety, these are the skills that make or break a transformation.
Look, AI isn't some project with a start and an end date. This is the new normal of constant evolution. So the key to thriving isn't just learning one new tool, it's developing a growth mindset. It's about building up the resilience to try things, to experiment, and to see change as a chance to learn, not as a threat.
And this is a big one. It's absolutely non-negotiable. AI learns from our data, and our data is full of our old biases. So our ethical oversight has to be the guardrails. We are the ones who have to spot the bias, protect privacy, and make damn sure that AI is used in a way that actually aligns with our values.
Okay, so we've talked about the individual skills. But how do you actually make this happen across an entire organization? This next section is the playbook.
We're shifting from personal development to company-wide strategy. Yeah, that whole idea of a one-day training seminar, that's completely out the window. In the world of AI, learning has to be baked into how we work every single day. The best companies are creating this continuous cycle where people learn something, apply it, think about what happened, share it, and adapt. It makes the whole organization smarter.
And of course, none of this happens without the right leadership. The report is super clear on this. AI-first leaders don't just sign the checks. They're in the trenches, actively using AI themselves. They model the exact behaviors they want their teams to adopt. They show everyone what this new partnership looks like. They don't just talk about it.
And the great thing is, this isn't just some high-level theory. The report lays out a super practical framework for doing this right. It's not about just dropping a new tool on top of old ways of working. It's about mapping out your process, figuring out where AI can really add value, and then redesigning how the work gets done from the ground up.
Okay, let's pull all these threads together and take a look at the road ahead. This last section is all about the long-term view, how we can future-proof our own skills in a world where the tech just keeps changing.
And you might be thinking, is this really happening? Oh yeah, the results are already rolling in, and they are tangible. The report is packed with examples. Salesforce is cutting sales cycles by more than a third. Workday has slashed the admin workload for recruiters in half. This is happening right now, freeing up people to do more important, high-impact work. So what's the secret to being future-proof in this world? The report calls them meta skills. These are the core human capabilities, things like learning agility, creative thinking, and what they call integration mastery, which is just the skill of weaving AI into your daily work. These are the skills that will always be valuable, no matter how much the technology changes. It's the ultimate career insurance.
You know, I think this quote from the end of the report just says it all. The real competitive advantage isn't going to be who has the fanciest AI. It's going to be who is best at combining human talent with AI capabilities. It's about creating something where the whole is so much greater than the sum of its parts.
And that really brings us to the final question, the one for you. This change is happening, with or without us. Your AI partnership is waiting. So, what's your first move going to be? We're going to explore all the answers in the rest of this series. Thanks for tuning in.